presenting and explaining every version of Rimuru. Fanfiction, Tsl special version. Who is Tsl Tempest, from Tsl's restart. All start during the fight between Rimuru and Ivrage. The evil dragon managed to gain part of Veldeneva's power and brought destruction all over the Cardinal world. Everyone was killed, leaving only Rimuru, Tsl, and Ivrage on the verse. Unfortunately, the slime wasn't strong, forcing Tsl to watch her master die, his chest getting pierced by the enemy attack. He slowly disappeared in particle of light. Both Rimuru and Tsl knew it. They had failed, but the slime had something else in mind. His life was filled with regret for not being able to protect his family and friends, and just for not being able to protect Tsl. So with his last strength he confessed his love for the Manas, before sacrificing his own existence to destroy the world and send Tsl in another timeline as a whole new and unique person. In this new world, Rimuru never existed. Only Tsl had memories of him. His existence was completely rejected by the world. Sorrow soon began to eat her as she gradually became more emotional. But after some time, she made up her mind. She will resurrect her master, even if it means sacrificing the world. She fairly rebuilt Tempest, ordering and acting coldly toward everyone, for her only Rimuru deserved respect. He was the rightful owner of this place. Everything continued as Tsl searched every day for a day to bring her master back. Ultimately, she got the cooperation of Velzard and realized that Rimuru could resurrect it under a few conditions: an immense amount of magic heal, a number of sacrifice far higher than the number of people living in the Cardinal world, and fragment of Rimuru's soul. This was something she had discovered after Velzard saw the memories of Tsl. Rimuru didn't left without a plan in mind. His soul wasn't gone. Instead it was shattered in multiple pieces who went inside, acquaintance of his. But at that moment, Tsl realized something. Shizu Izawa, Chloe Obit, Velzard, Luminous, or even Velgrind, all of them had fragment of his soul, yet she had nothing. Craziness started to fill her mind as she started to ponder. Why would her master abandon her like that? Why them and not her? Rimuru had cut down all his connection to Tsl before sending her here. Slowly, Tsl's logical mind turned grey. Tempest Federation, World Peace, Rimuru's goal. All these left her conscious, as she just wanted to be with Rimuru again. And so, Tsl set herself up making a plan to bring her master back, and for that she manipulated the world into war, making the demon and angel go against each other. Tsl at the same time gathered the fragment of Rimuru's soul. Ultimately, she succeeded after a long fight. Where important people for Rimuru fought Tsl, she ripped the fragment out of them, and finally managed to resurrect her master. Or rather than that, 50% form of her master. Still, he was back as the voice of the world announced his arrival. The world was already in shambles. When Tsl saw her master again, she broke down in joy, but all her hope was shattered as Rimuru ignored her and went to check on Chloe and Shizu, who previously fought Tsl. Rimuru then turned to Tsl, eyes filled with disappointment. Rimuru had ever only wanted Tsl to feel alive and normal, to live without him and still move on, but there she is, totally blinded by her goal. But this action of his was a miscalculation. He thought he could talk this out with Tsl after a scolding but Tsl's broken state made her think illogically. She raised her hand and set her mind in denial. This Rimuru was still incomplete, so it's normal for him to be defective. He would never look at her like that. He would never be so cold to her. So Tsl made up her mind and continued her rampage. Going for each remaining fragment, she mercilessly killed Rimuru's friend in front of him. Even Velzard, who considered her as her best friend, wasn't spared. At the end, Tsl ended this incomplete Rimuru with her own hand, before creating an entire new reality. A reality where she would make sure Rimuru is hers and only hers. That was the prequel of villain Rimuru and the reason as to why Tsl manipulated Rimuru.